Now let us discuss some of the 1 mark questions from first chapter. That is first one. The root 4 plus 3 is dash. So root 4 plus 3 is it can be a filling the blanks question or true or false questions like that. Root 4 plus 3. Root 4 means 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is a rational number. So you can write it as a rational number, or if it is given integer, that also you can write there. If it is an MCQ, any one of them you can write. Now if it is a true or false question, root 4 plus 3 is irrational, that statement is false. Now second one, HCF. If HCF of two numbers, HCF of two numbers is 8 and their product is equal to is 384, then their LCM HCF of two number is 8, then their product is equal to 384, then their LCM. So we have already learned that HCF into LCM, that is equal to product of that two numbers. So product of that two numbers, so it will be 8 into LCM will be equal to 384, or LCM will be equal to 384 by 8. So it will be 30. 48 it will come. Okay. Now third one, if LCM of two numbers is product of them, then their HCF. So if LCM of two numbers is their product, then HCF will be, in such case LCM of two numbers will be their product in one case only, when they are mutually prime. Okay, so two numbers whose LCM is their product means that two numbers, they don't have any other common factor than 1. Okay, so highest common factor, that is HCF, will be always 1 in that case. So if LCM of two numbers is their product, then HCF will be always equal to 1. Now if P1 and P2, if P1 and P2 are distinct primes, then their HCF, See here, P1 and P2 are two numbers, they are distinct primes, that is different prime numbers. Okay, then HCF will be equal to 1. Prime numbers, suppose you take simple prime number 2 and 3. Okay, different two prime numbers. So 2 and 3. So what is the HCF of 2 and 3? They don't have anything in common. So HCF will be 1. Okay. So if P1 and P2 are distinct prime numbers, then their HCF will be always equal to 1. Now fifth one. Now if P, Q, R are distinct prime numbers, then their LCM will be, see, P, Q, R, three numbers are there, they are distinct prime numbers, that is different three prime numbers, then their LCM will be equal to P into Q into R, or you can write P, Q, R, multiplication. So simple example, you take 2, 3 and 5, all three are prime numbers. So what will be their LCM? They don't have anything in common. So LCM will be 2 into 3 into 5. So 6 into 5, 30. Okay. So if three numbers are there, they are distinct prime numbers, then their LCM will be their product. See, I am giving you PQR like that. That time in your exam, maybe there will be numbers or it will be ABCD like that. So think the theory, then answer that one. Zero 0.0222 etc. is what? So that is equal to, they have given an options rational, B integer, C 0, then D irrational. So which type of number is it? This is repeating number. No, recurring number. So it is a rational number. Repeating number, non-terminating but repeating number. So it is a rational number. Then if HCF of AB is equal to 8, LCM of AB equal to 64, then and A is greater than B, then what will be A? That is the question. See here, HCF of two numbers is equal to 8. Okay, LCM is equal to that two numbers is equal to 64, and it is given A is greater than B. Two numbers are there, A and B. Their HCF will be equal to 8 and LCM is equal to 64. That means HCF, you see HCF and LCM, if we are seeing a multiple of 8 it is. No, 8 and 64. That means greater number will be 64. Okay. So A will be 64. So option is given there. 8, A is 8, B 64, C 16 and D is equal to 32. In this case it can be 32 also, but in that one the highest LCM will be 32. Okay, so here it is given 64, so it will be 64. Greater number will be 64. Okay, now eighth one, if n greater than 1, n greater than 1, n raised to 4 plus 4 is dash. That n belongs to capital N, that is natural number. So options are given: a prime number, B, a composite number, then C, 1, D, infinite. See here, n is greater than 1. So n is greater than 1 means you can take the numbers from 2 to infinity. So 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4 will be a composite number, plus 4 again it will be composite number. 3 raised to 4 again a composite number, plus 4 a composite number it will come. So it won't be prime number 1 or infinite. So the option is a composite number. Now if HCF of AB is equal to 18, LCM of AB not equal to what? So options are given: 36, B 72, C 48 and D 108. Now look at here, HCF of AB is equal to 18 and LCM will not be. If HCF is equal to 18, LCM should be a multiple of 18. Now see which are the multiples of 18. 36 is a multiple of 18, 72 is a multiple of 18, 108 is also a multiple of 18. So which is not a multiple of 18, that is 48. So the answer LCM will not be C. LCM will not be 48. So if HCF is equal to some number, LCM should be a multiple of that number. Understood? HCF is a number. HCF of 2 or 3 numbers is a one number, particular number you are getting. LCM should be a multiple of that HCF. So here all three A, B and D are multiples of 18. So LCM will not be equal to 48. It can be 36, 72 and 108 can be LCM, but it won't be LCM, that is 48. Now 18 by 5 cube has dash digits after decimal point. After decimal point. So what is the question? 18 by 5 cube has dash digit after decimal point. Now look at here, 5 cube, denominator contains 5 cube, that means 5 cube into 2 cube, so it will be 3-digit number. Okay, so it will be a 3-digit 5 cube. 5 cube, we have already learned that a rational number, a rational form, how will you get? If the denominator contains either 5 or 2. So how many are 5's are there? Same number 2's we have to add, or it will be 5 cube into 2 cube. 5 cube into 2 cube means 10 into 10 into 10. So 1000, division by 1000. So it will have 3 digits after decimal point. Just look at the number in the above, that is 5 cube, 5 square, like that. And then take that much digits will be there. Then the decimal expansion of 2517 by 6250 will terminate after dash digit. See here, 2517 by, so 2517 by 6250. So it can be easily split like that. 625 into 10, no? So 625, how will you write? 625 is equal to 5 raised to 4. 10 you can write 5 into 2. That means 2517, actually it is coming 5 raised to 5 into 2. That means highest power of 5 is 5. So the digit will terminate after 5 digit. So power of that 5 or 2, highest power of that 5 or 2 you have to count. So that the decimal expansion will terminate after that digits. Now 5 raised to n, n belongs to capital N. Ends with, this I gave you in the unit test. So here 5 raised to n, n belongs to capital N. N belongs to capital N means it can be, n can be 1, 2, 3, etc. up to infinity. Now look at here, 5 raised to 1. What will be the answer? 5 itself. 5 square, that is 25. Last digit is 5. 5 cube, 125. Last digit is 5. 5 raised to 4, 625. Last digit is 5. Like that it will go. So see, last digits will be always, and it will always end with 5. Okay, it will always end with 5. Now if n belongs to n, it is given. If we are including 0 to this one, n belongs to n plus 0 or whole number, n belongs to, instead of n, if it is given whole number, one more option will be given, that is 5 raised to 0 is equal to 1. 1 or 5. Understood? If it is instead of n, n belongs to capital N, if it is given whole number or 0 is included in this one, so your answer should be 1 or 5. Okay, two answers will be there, 1 or 5. Here only the answer is 5. Now 13, 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, m comma n belongs to n, ends with, this is a theory, this is only the theory that we have learned, that is 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n ends with 0, whatever be the n and m belongs to capital N, that is natural number, whatever be n and m among natural number, 5 raised to n and 2 raised to m ends with 0. Then 317 by 1325 represents what? See here, 3125, that is a multiple of 5 only. No, 3125 is 5 cube, 5 raised to 5. So it ends with it is an rational number. Okay, it will be a terminating decimal, it will be a terminating decimal, or if it is a rational number option is there, then you can write that also. Okay, so this much we have discussed